use the bathroom, guy. If you give us a second, we'll take you to the station. You will use the bathroom, okay? We'll take it quick. Is that fair? Yeah. All right. Deal with this officer from your right here. Damn, what?
Of the law, the right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law. And the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up. Shoes off. Get the bag. Put a plaque up. He done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solar, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that.
When it was announced that Gervonta Tank Davis's fight with Jake Paul had been cancelled, the boxing world came to a sudden halt. This was not just a small delay or a minor contract issue, it was something far more serious. Only days before the event, Tank faced a civil lawsuit accusing him of domestic abuse, kidnapping, and assault, and soon after, Jake Paul's team along with Netflix pulled the plug on the fight. The bout had been expected to be one of the biggest crossover events in years, bringing together boxing's most explosive star and one of YouTube's biggest personalities, but instead it ended in total disruption. At this point, Tank's future in the sport is uncertain, and many are questioning what these serious allegations could mean for his career and whether this could mark a major turning point or even the end for him.
Put in 1 foot out too. What are you talking about? You know how much money he got? You know how hard it is getting out that bed to go run early in the morning in gym for hours, and you know you looking at 20 million easy. You own all this real estate. You rich. You don't have to do this ever again. Then the compounding interest. Like let's say he got 20 million in the bank. He get 5% off of that, so he probably making $500,000 in interest. He's not even spending his money. So it's like, hell yeah, he out of here. What? He gone.
It all started just 2 weeks before fight night, when Gervonta Davis was fully locked in on training for a major Netflix event in Miami. Then everything changed after a lawsuit was filed. According to documents in Miami-Dade court, his ex-girlfriend, Courtney Russell, accused him of battery, aggravated assault, kidnapping, and false imprisonment, claiming the incident took place at her workplace, a nightclub in Miami, and that it wasn't the first time. The filing also says there were at least 4 previous occasions where she alleges Davis assaulted and choked her. She is now asking for both compensatory and punitive damages and states that she is undergoing treatment for PTSD due to the alleged abuse.
Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis, the fight is in jeopardy. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change the entire event. There's been a lot of allegations against Tank. When things like this happen over and over, I think this is his 4th or maybe 5th allegation of domestic abuse, you kind of start to have to look at the person that's being accused of such and go, why do you keep ending up in these situations? And the way it's described, we've even seen Tank do some of the things already on camera. I don't think that's something that Netflix is wanting to be a part of at that point. I don't know if Jake wants to be involved with somebody like that, which is why they're starting to look for potential replacement.
That was enough to trigger concern from Jake Paul's team, and Most Valuable Promotions responded the next day with a statement saying they were reviewing the situation, but the decision behind the scenes came fast. Within 48 hours, the fight was officially cancelled, and the company confirmed that Jake Paul would still be featured in a Netflix event in 2025, effectively moving on without Tank. If this had been Davis's first legal issue, fans might have been more understanding, but it wasn't. Over the past few years, his legal problems outside the ring have repeatedly taken attention away from his success inside it, creating a growing cloud over his career.
Champion boxer Gervonta Tank Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegation.
Back in 2020, Gervonta Davis was arrested on domestic violence charges after a widely shared video appeared to show him grabbing the mother of his child by the neck at a charity event. Then in 2022, he faced another arrest over a similar allegation, although that case was later dropped.
3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
In 2023, he was sentenced to 90 days of house arrest along with 3 years of probation after a hit-and-run in Baltimore that injured 4 people, a situation that left many fans questioning whether Tank was starting to lose control. He later violated the terms of his house arrest, which resulted in him spending part of that sentence behind bars.
Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get your... That's it, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man. Yeah!
Now, in 2025, this new lawsuit adds another serious blow to his already troubled history, putting his public image at risk like never before. The moment the news came out, everything changed quickly. Jake Paul's promoter, Nakisa Bidarian, issued a clear statement saying that MVP does not support any form of violence and would end its association with the fighter immediately.
They were officially canceling the fight, saying Most Valuable Promotions immediately initiated an investigation. No, I had the wrong one. Okay, I'm reading this one. Most Valuable Promotions and Netflix have announced that Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, the one I was reading was the one from late last week, originally scheduled for Friday, November 14th at the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida, will no longer be moving forward. Quote, our team has worked closely with all parties to navigate this situation responsibly, said Nakisa Bidarian, CEO of MVP. While we will not be moving forward with this event, our plan remains for Jake Paul to headline an event on Netflix in 2025. And that is what I'm hearing as well. They want him to fight in December. That is the hope. And they're actively looking for a opponent. More on that in a moment. Details regarding a new date, location, Jake's opponent, and additional bouts will be shared as soon as they are finalized. We thank Netflix, Kaseya Center, Seminole Hard Rock and Hotel and Casino for their partnership.
Sponsors started to quietly withdraw their deals. Netflix took down the promotional content it had already created, and even Showtime, a network that had previously worked with Tank, stayed completely silent.
Pulled up to Tootsie's and up a girl, dragged her through the parking lot, and in the face, and it's like, bro.
Okay.
Like,
wait, but how do you know that happened?
It's a lawsuit. Miami-Dade is coming. There's video, like everything, bro. He did this public. Like, you have to understand, this guy was sober.
The November 14th event in Miami, which was planned as Netflix's next major boxing spectacle after the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson showdown, has now been canceled. Gervonta Davis didn't just miss out on a fight. He lost a huge payday as well, with the total purse reportedly exceeding $20 million and his own guaranteed earnings in the 8-figure range. Now, all of that money and opportunity has disappeared.
The Jake Paul Tank Davis fight has officially been canceled. It is off. It is not happening on November 14th. It is not happening in 9 days' time in Miami on Netflix, and I don't think it's ever happening. So if you weren't a fan of this fight, I think you got your wish. Now,
while Gervonta Davis's future is still unclear, Jake Paul's team acted fast to move forward. Reports say MVP is already organizing a new Netflix headliner for December, with possible opponents including Ryan Garcia, Nate Diaz, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford, and Francis Ngannou.
Hey, Jake, pick up the phone, champ. I've been calling you. Pick up. Let's make the fight happen. Pick up the phone, man. Stop playing.
Jake's business sense has always been sharp, often using controversy to generate attention, but this time he has chosen to stay away from the situation. A Netflix spokesperson made it clear, saying they stand against violence and that the show will continue, but not with Gervonta Davis. That statement carried serious weight, because when a major global company openly cuts ties, it's not just about losing a big payday, it's also a strong signal about protecting reputation and standing by certain values.
How was this in the training aspect, Jake?
Yeah, there's a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed. We're sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jaden Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. He laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything. You know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'm gonna show you and him back.
It's surprising how fast things fell apart. Not long ago, Gervonta "Tank" Davis was being praised as one of boxing's biggest rising stars. Even with a controversial win over Lamont Roach Jr., his knockout power, strong fan appeal, and connection with Floyd Mayweather made him look almost untouchable and destined for even bigger success.
What the feeling was like in the ring, and was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. While my eyes was burning, and you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can get disqualified for all that, or when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
He had strong crossover appeal, mainstream recognition, support from the hip-hop community, celebrity backing, and huge social media attention, which helped position him as one of the leading faces of boxing's new era. But this situation could be the hardest setback of his career, because it's not about losing a fight in the ring, it's about facing rejection from the wider industry. What concerns fans and experts most is that this goes beyond public relations damage and could develop into a criminal matter. While the civil case is focused on financial compensation, the allegations, aggravated assault, kidnapping, and intentional emotional harm, could lead to criminal charges if authorities decide to pursue them. Since the incident is said to have taken place in Florida, where domestic violence laws are strict, his legal team is taking the situation very seriously. So far, neither he nor his attorneys have made any public statements, and his social media accounts have gone quiet, with no training updates, interviews, or comments. For someone known for his bold and aggressive persona, the silence is noticeable, and the boxing community has reacted quickly, with opinions split and emotions running high.
All right, so the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight has been canceled because of new charges that came up on Gervonta. You heard it here first. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you share the video. The fight is off as we know it right now. Stay tuned.
Some fighters have expressed concern, saying Tank appears to need support and help, while others, including Ryan Garcia, have been far more direct and openly critical in their comments.
I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older now or what, but I feel like Gervonta is a hell of a fighter, but he needs to get his mental together. When I hear some of his interviews and I see some of the stuff that he's saying, I can just tell that he's not in love with the sport no more. I can tell that he didn't get his just due. I mean, it was crazy to hear that he said he got evicted out of a house or something like that.
Gervonta Davis entered 2025 with an impressive 30-0-1 record and 28 knockouts, seen as the leading name in the lightweight division and a rare, explosive talent often compared to legends like Floyd Mayweather. Yet, despite his success in the ring, his biggest challenge hasn't come from any opponent. It has been his own actions and decisions outside the ring.
Top fighter in the world, pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who's the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just got to accept it. I think that Frank Martin is a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame, that's no slouch, but damn, still in all, if you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the canvas too. That's what I want to see.
With ongoing court issues, suspensions, and public controversies, his career has moved in a stop-and-start pattern that no champion should have to face, and now a comeback may be very difficult. When someone is dealing with both legal troubles and public criticism at the same time, winning one fight is no longer enough to fix everything or change how people see the situation. So, the big question is what comes next for Gervonta Davis. His future now depends on three major things. How the lawsuit turns out, because if it worsens it could even put his boxing license at risk. Whether he can rebuild his reputation, since returning to the ring will require regaining the trust of fans and the boxing community. And how promoters respond, as many major promoters tend to avoid working with fighters who are facing active legal issues.
The exhibition match with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis, what's your thoughts on that? Just overall, do you feel like Gervonta Davis is more checked out than being checked in boxing right now?
¿Sentís que Gervonta Davis está más desenganchado del boxeo que enganchado con el boxeo, considerando lo que aceptó con Jake Paul?
Sí, totalmente.
This situation brings up a long-standing issue in boxing. How much can the sport overlook in the name of talent and success? Over the years, even major stars like Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather faced serious legal troubles, yet the sport often continued to support its biggest earners. However, the landscape is different now. With streaming platforms like Netflix involved, the focus has shifted. Netflix doesn't rely on Gervonta Davis. They already have names like Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, and Terrence Crawford. They prioritize ratings and a clean brand image over controversy. For the first time in his career, it seems there may be no one left willing to step in and support him.
If you're really not happy with Tank, first off, don't watch Tank. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You support it, then what you doing? You can't not support and support at the same time, right? So if you're a boxing purist, then this fight with Roach is really more for you. It's going to be more up your alley, you know? If you just like all entertainment, all fights, all hypes, all everything, then you're going to want to tune in to the Tank and Paul show there, you know, because that's all for entertainment. Was it for entertainment purposes only, right? It's just say like somewhere in the small print of the promotion for entertainment. Don't do this at home, kids. You know, so fine.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer for entertainment purposes only. You know, so you know, it's money-making purposes only, you know. It is what it is, people.
It's difficult to see, because inside the ring, Gervonta Davis was truly special. His speed, sharp timing, and ability to end a fight with a single punch reminded fans why boxing can be so exciting. But outside the ring, he has struggled to stay clear of personal issues. Right now, his career is uncertain, with fights on hold, legal problems growing, and his reputation badly damaged. Even if the allegations are never proven, the impact on his image and career has already been significant.
I don't think Tank cares about what it does for the sport. I think, and I get it, like I was very open and honest with my last fight and the things around it. Tried not to be before because I didn't want anyone to, you know, not be excited for what was a good fight on paper, definitely. But when you kind of lose that love for the craft and the discipline, and getting in the ring don't mean as much as it did when you was growing up and on the way up. I've kind of seen that in Tank. Now, he had a hard fight against Lamont Roach Jr. and that might have been a part of it. Like, wow, man, this is getting hard against fighters that I think I'm levels above, and turned out on the night that I wasn't. And not only that, with prize fighters, I hope for the little people of the world, I hope Jake Paul gets absolutely starched by someone nearly half his size.
He has lost the Netflix deal, the biggest payday of his career, and potentially much more. Gervonta Davis's journey isn't finished, but it has reached a critical point. The real question now isn't just about when he can fight again, it's whether he can repair his reputation. At this moment, the boxing world is less focused on his return to the ring and more on whether a return should happen at all. What's your take? Has Gervonta Davis lost everything he built, or is there still a path for him to come back?